Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is AHMAD SYAKIRIN, and now I will present the calculation for my final assessment for network security fundamentals. The subnet A, the for the subnet A, in order to determine the host of bits, the formula for number of hosts is 2 times n minus 2. N represents number of host bits and 2 is reserved for both network address and broadcast address. For 500 hosts, the formula is 2 times n minus 2 equal to or equal 500. Next, try and error is used to satisfy the 2n minus 2 equal to or more than 500. The answer that I've got is 510. 510 is more than enough for 500 hosts. The host bits that is needed is 9. The next step is to calculate the subnet mask. IPv4 address are 32 bits long. So 32 minus 9 equal to 33 bits that will be used for the network. So the subnet mask is /23. And then the final answer in decimal is 255.255.254.0. Next, for the network address, for the network address, I change the number 0 after the first 23 bits to 0 in order to get the network address. And the answer I've got is 172.16.0.0. Next, the broadcast address. To get the broadcast address, the network address is changed to decimal, and after that, the number after the network address is changed to 1 in order to get the broadcast address. After that, I converted to decimal to get the broadcast address, which is 172.16.1.255. Next, it is for usable IP address, for the first and last usable IP address. For the first address, the network address it must be added 1, and for the last address, the broadcast address must be minus 1. For both of this operation minus and plus, it is carried out when the broadcast address and the network address is in binary form, and then after that it is converted to decimal form. Next, for subnet B, the number of hosts is 200, and the formula to satisfy it is 2n minus 2 equal to or more than 200. Next, 2 times 8 minus 2 equal to 256 minus 2, which is reserved, equal to 254. 254 if is enough for 500 hosts. The host bits that is needed is 8. Next step is to calculate the subnet mask. IPv4 are 22 bits long. So 24 bits which will be used for the network. The subnet mask is 24 and in binary, and then it is converted to decimal, which is 255.255.255.0. Next, for the network address, since the subnet A starts at the 172.16.0.0 and ends at 172.16.1.255, the subnet B starts at 172.16.2.0. So the network address is 172.16.2.0. For the broadcast address, host bits are set to 1. After the calculation operation, the answer in decimal is 172.16.2.2.255. Next, for the usable IP range for the first and last usable IP address. For the first address, 1 must be added to the network address, and the answer that I've got in decimal is 172.16.2.1. Then for the last address, the 1 must be deducted from the broadcast address. The answer that I've got is in decimal is 172.16.2.254. Next, for the subnet C, subnet mask, in prefix length, the formula that is used is 2n minus. That's for 100 hosts. The formula 2n minus 2 equal to or more than 100 is used. The answer I've got after all the calculation is 126. 126 is enough for 100 hosts. The host bits that I've got is 7. For the subnet mask, it is 25. For in decimal form, it is 255.255.255.128. Next, it is for the network address. Since subnet B starts at 172.16.2.0 and ends at 172.16.2.255, subnet C starts at 172.16.3.0. So the network address is 172.16.3.0. Next, for the broadcast address, the host bits are set to 1. The network address in binary after set to 1 is after the host bits is set to 1 is the answer. For the answer in decimal is 172.16.3.127. For the first address, 1 must be added to the network address, and after the calculation, the result that I've got is 172.16.3.1. For the last address, 1 must be deducted from the broadcast address. After the calculation, I've got 172.16.3.126. For the subnet D, the first step is for the 50 hosts. The formula is 2n minus 2 equal to or more than 50. Since subnet C starts at 172.16.3.0 and ends at 172.16.3.127, subnet D starts at 172.16.3.128. So the network address for D is 172.16.3.128. Next it is for broadcast address. First, the host bits after the network are set to 1. After the calculation operation, the answer in decimal is 172.16.3.191. Next, it is for the usable IP range for the first and last usable IP address. For the first, 1 must be added to network address, while for the last, 1 must be deducted for the broadcast address. So the answer for first is 172.16.3.192, while for the last 172.16.3.17190. That's all from me.